welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the long wait. We had to wait for the bracket to catch up. It is the Overwatch Atlantic Showdown. You've all been sat waiting in the channel patiently, not asking when the game's going to start. So we're happy to have you here. Jason Kaplan is with me, and it is going to be Selfless versus OK Face.
What did you just do?
OK Face.
No, what was the hand motion?
Just got the hand wipe. That's it. That's an OK Face. We're just going to tell them we're ready up. It's going to be Numbani to begin with. It is best of 3, and as we mentioned, we were like, okay, Ono's just beaten FaZe Clan. Brilliant. Okay, should we stick with these, or should we go with Selfies? And then both of them just sat there, like, well, the other guy. The other games were only in, I think they were only in starting game 2 when we finished our round of 32 games. So we had to just
sit
our luck and wait. And wait. And we waited that long, and we couldn't even jump across to one shot because that had already begun before FaZe Clan finished. So they finished. They're in the round of the quarterfinals. They're already there. One shot already there before we even get this game going. So I just saw somebody leave the game. It's all right. It wasn't us. It wasn't one of our guys. But let's talk about the teams, Jason. OK Face, we don't know a great deal about, but hell, we didn't know about anything about Ono, and they just wrecked FaZe.
Oh, no.
And Selfless, well, we've seen them fall to prey before.
So this is interesting. So Sakari. Okay, so no, hold on. Sorry. So Selfless, they originally switched RobWiz back to DPS when they picked up Dahak, who's gonna be playing support. But it looks like with the recent changes to Zenyatta and to just generally the game, they've actually switched things back here. So it looks like Dahak's gonna be playing flex role. Sakari's gonna be playing Mercy, and RobWiz is still gonna be playing support here.
Is it Dahak or just Dak?
Dahak.
We were calling him Dak all last week.
I call him Dahak.
Dahak.
100% I call him Dahak.
Dahak. I don't know, man.
Okay, they have 3 supports.
They didn't say anything to me, and I cast them all last week.
That's because you're the Lee Demon Smith.
Well, me and Robbie Wiz go back a long way. Yeah. Actually, God, it's like 16. Not 16 years.
I was gonna say, if you're 16 years, that's almost as old as I am.
16 now. It's like 9 years, 8 or 9 years I've known Rob Wiz. That's scary. But anyway, let's talk about the defensive side to begin with, because it is OK Face. Wow, Nick, what are you doing? Okay, he's going aggressive. He's just going to do that little boop with his Lucio.
We see a triple support comp out of Selfless. So maybe RobWiz is actually still playing damage for him, and Dahak is playing support. I was wondering if the switch was sticking or not. And I mean, you can play Zenyatta as DPS, and you can still play him as support in this one. And RobWiz definitely has the aim to back this up.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit of everything going on here. So he managed to get themselves a kill. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, but Juvenile has been taken down. That is the big tank, the lead unit coming out for Selfish. So with him down, you got to feel this attack may not work out. You can see Epps absolutely untouched, unflustered around the side, but Sado's getting taken down. Yeah,
I think the thing is, the Selfish are looking to out-sustain OK FaZe with the amount of healing that they do have, and not to mention the damage RobWiz can offer. Michael sitting on the D.Va, though, pushed up. He's able to force them off the point, and they will get this early capture. I don't really see OK FaZe contesting this when they've already lost one of their main tanks.
Yeah, that was interesting. So Sado, I think he must have got booped off, but here we go. They're going to try and contest it at the last second. I'll be surprised if that works out. You can see the Winston kind of just went in on his own there. He finally gets the support, and they may actually cap it out here, but they've already lost the double marker. They're waiting for the rest of the team to get up with them. Self-destruct wasn't used, so Michael decided to hold that on. He will get taken down here. Sound barrier comes down around the side. Emon is just around the side as well. He's getting batted away. Michael's backing him up. He's not able to land the shots, though, and so far it's a fairly even fight on the side.
Surprised to see them actually contest this one, considering they lost Sado so early on in the initial push, but there we go. They're actually able to capture the point by forcing the D.Va back, and now the payload will be finally on the move here. This triple support comp doing some work so far. It wasn't necessarily as clean of a take as you would hope, but they took it nonetheless, and they didn't have to change any heroes around.
Yeah, they took it pretty quick as well. That's the main aim. I was somewhat surprised to see OK Face actually back away from that point so much, give up almost the entire cap, and then come back in and challenge. It's kind of a little bit strange, but they've also means because of the way they did that, they've given up its high ground at the moment. Michael's about to get very busy, but he has self-destruct available.
Oh my, are they seriously going to walk past him?
He's just going to go around the instead at the back. The self-destruct comes around the side. He doesn't actually get himself the self-destruct down. He's going to try and block out that high noon. Honestly, I thought Michael could have done better there.
He's still self-destruct up. He just hasn't bothered to use it. The rest of his team is actually being wiped one by one, so the rest of Selfless have fallen. Michael still sitting pushed up front. He has been spotted out, and they're actually looking to chase him down.
Well, they need to be careful how they do this one. The problem is that Michael goes down now. He's going to be separated from his team. He can try and zip underneath, which is what he's going to try and do, and try and dash back to his team and maybe get around the back of them. Might actually cause a bit of disruption here. You can still see he's around there. The rest of his team are here. He's survived it.
And he's, I think, going to still survive for a majority of the time here. He's even able to fly away and actually get back to the safety of his team. Ro16 picks up Syzygy, so that does give him an early man advantage here. Sado's already low on HP as well, being rushed down. This is actually looking really bad for OKFace to put up a solid defense.
Yeah, they are kind of a little out of position at the moment because they were all chasing down that D.Va. It's just put them out of position. Dak manages to take the Lerma as well. Nick gets dropped by Robbie Wiz, and, well, they continue on pushing through here. Going to get the damage around the side. With this Discord Orb, it does so much damage, and you mentioned it earlier, it gives you that vision. Look at the vision we're getting here from Rob Wiz. He's pushing around the side, and so far, nobody's even took a pot shot at him.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, he's actually been able to survive here, and he still has his Transcendence as like an oops button if he does need it. Obviously, he wants to use it to heal up his team. Earthshatter's going to come through, knock down the D.Va. The charge is going to land as well. That's going to be one desuited D.Va, and they're still looking for more kills. They still have the self-destruct on Michael. He hasn't bothered to use it.
Oh, this could be a good high noon, but he gets taken down by Emong, who had his own Deadeye running. Manages to pop him out pretty quickly. He just needed to deal with a single kill because he was in danger of clearing the team there. But Selfless continues to push on through. Selfless in the red at the moment, just working around that payload. Emong, and that sound barrier is going to run out any second now, but he should be able to pluck down this Winston. Forced him around the back there, has to avoid the self-destruct coming out from Sado on point, and the payload will continue to go.
Earthshatter again, out of Juvenile, is just constantly swinging away. This man has not really been punished. He's able to get so much free damage in. He just Earthshattered, and he's at 35% on his ultimate yet again. Now into 42. This is just looking so bad. They're not, OKFace aren't focusing any targets down.
Emong's just keep picking up kill after kill after kill at the moment. Like you say, they're not focusing the targets, and he's giving them all the damage in the world. Oh, he comes around, Lerma headshot straight away. Get back down, son. Not today. You're not going to make anything work. A Zaya desperation move comes through. He self-destructs. He must have right-clicked and blown himself up on the shield there, and that is going to be surely the payload. They're just going to have to try and Zerg spam it, try and keep them away from the point here, but you've got to feel Selfless is going to post a pretty quick time so far.
There you go, 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Might be a little bit higher than that, just depending on how the admin timed it. Might be 4:48 or 4:49. But still, very kind of one-sided game, even though it took Selfless a hell of a long time to actually capture that first point. Once they got rolling, it worked. And again, the focusing, 42 MS is high ping. Back in the days when we had dial-up, 42 MS was impossible. But yeah, so Selfless just really didn't get stopped. And you can see the lack of focus when Michael's able to just kind of run around the entire team with D.Va and still escape. Like, it's just a lot of problems in OKFace. It wasn't a bad hole, it's just if they can focus the right targets down better, then it'd be good.
So, West Coast players are fine, the rest seem to be having problems. Okay, so I guess it's maybe something. I mean, I know there's a couple of Canadians in there. Rob Wiz is certainly Canadian. I don't know where the rest are all from. But some are at 85 ping, some are at 42. Well, you know what? We just had FaZe Clan with players playing on 150. Maybe that's why we lost. Oh no!
I'm just... That's not even high ping.
Oh.
That's not even high ping at all. It's when you had Mendo playing with 150.
Not for Overwatch, that's for sure. That has decent hit reg that works that way. Let's get my timer ready because, Jason, we could be seeing a challenge. We'll see. 4:45 is a pretty good time. And they took that first point without really flinching, which was the main worry for me with OKFace. We'll see how they handle it. Of course, standard defensive setup. The only difference is a Zaya being picked up by Michael. And the rest of the team is pretty standard here as what we're used to seeing.
They ran triple support on attack. Now they're running triple tank on defense. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Well, I'm going to look at Dot Silent playing the Genji. We haven't seen too many Genjis today. Level 319, so we're going to hope he's done quite a bit of playing on this. Eps, of course, coming in with the Zenyatta as well. It's going to have the backup, but more importantly, there's no Reinhardt shield for OKFace. They're just going to try and use their speed.
If they go in, they're committing to it with the Winston, the D.Va jumping, with Genji there to follow up as their damage dealer. Problem is they have so many people in front of them here to deal with. They're not going to be able to single out anyone in particular, but that's going to be Sakari actually almost getting caught out as Dotson decides to just turn towards a different direction. He sees him yet again, gets the right click onto him, or to the melee onto him, and he's not able to pick up the kill.
So close, but yet so far. Smash! Hammer to the face from Juvenile. Dak's actually taking a lot of damage. He's forced up, and Eps was the man that he managed to chase down, but they do hold them off. I don't know why I even bother getting my stopwatch ready. I forget to click it every time, but luckily Jason has, and it is 50 seconds on the clock. It's pretty easy to know right now because it starts at 4 minutes and we're at 3 minutes and 3 seconds.
Okay, so again, there was just really, I don't know, that last fight was just weird to me to see .Silent kind of see Sakari, then not commit to him, then he switched back to him eventually. It's just really odd in general. But here we go. So they have the high ground. .Silent goes a little bit too deep here, but has the Orb of Harmony on him to keep him extra healthy, get him really healed up. Discord's coming in left and right again, but early on, Selfless pick up the 3 initial kills, and OK Faces just have to back away, but I don't think Sato's even going to have an opportunity.
No, he's just trying to
waiting.
Get that Bunny Blaster down on Juvenile. Actually does a lot of damage, that little Bunny Blaster. Surprised he hasn't swung for him. I was going to say,
please.
Well, no, so he's trying to delay it. He wants to delay it as long as possible, so now it slows the spawn down, which is clearly what he was trying to. He should have instead just run off the map. That's what it was. Better plan.
But he wanted to kill someone. He just wanted to try to kill someone, but he didn't. So 2 minutes left on the clock. Dragon Blade up for .Silent. So now Sakari is going to have a little bit of a difficult time, but they have 5 ultimates ready, and Hack's about to have his self-destruct up soon. So honestly, this is going to be a hard fight for them to win.
Is he going to try and throw that out? No, they're going to get earth shattered straight away. High Noon's coming out of Emong as well around the side. They push in, self-destruct. Oh, don't back up too far because you're going to get taken down by Sado. They do, but the res comes straight through. They were ready and prepared for that one. The D-suit doesn't come through. They do manage to get themselves the first blip though because they were slow to get on the point now, and Sige will get himself taken down. Emong continues to land the shots.
Oh, those headshots. And if you guys are just wondering in chat, if you're just joining us, there is no Anna. She's currently banned in the qualifiers. There is definitely a chance she will be played in the regional finals, and definitely a chance in the main event. More information will be coming out later in the next few weeks about that in particular. .Silent switching over to Tracer though from the Genji. Going over to Reaper now. So we're seeing some adaptations. Problem is they have 2 minutes now to finish the entire map.
Yeah,
that's a tough ask.
And no ultis. No ultis to do anything with it here, not even close to charging either, so they're a long way off. They're a double attack away, and at 1 minute, they're basically going to have to make sure that if this attack doesn't work, it's going to have to fail fast, is the best way of saying it, that they can go in there. Well, with the ulti coming out of Nick, it's not going to fail that fast. Rob Wiz picks himself up a double kill. Can't make that a triple as they work the damage down. I'm going to switch across to Mr. Robbie Wiz. Robbie Wiz, Robbie Wiz. I can't finish the song on air because it's not very politically correct. But anyway, it's a great song, guys. Trust me. If you were around in the Call of Duty 4 Pro Mod days, you'd have been in it. Look at Sado. They're not going to kill him. It's not helping you, Sado. It's not helping you, buddy.
That's just the worst. But you just want to die, but you can't.
Well, he should have just jumped off the side there. That's the best way of doing it. But I'm going to stick with Rob Wiz because he has his Transcendence, and more importantly, they both have Transcendence available, but the fact that that's available with the Graviton Surge, they're not even going to get to the point here. In fact, I'm going to switch to Michael because Graviton Surge, boom, there we go. You're not getting the point, boys. You're just going to get kept away from it. You will not pass go. You will not collect 200 pounds. Ha! Irony. It actually ran out just as they managed to hit overtime.
200 pounds. You, sir, have tilted me. That game is American. You say dollars, damn it.
Dollars?
Yeah, it's $200, $200. It's an American game.
But it's an American game.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to say it with conviction.
I'm not sold. I'm not sold.
Damn right it's American.
Guys, get your Wikipedias up, get your Googles on. We want to know whether Monopoly was an English game or an American game.
What do you think? Do you reckon it was English?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was American, but I actually think it might be English. I don't know. I'm trying to think who made it now. It was Hasbro, wasn't it? It's Hasbro Good Games. But anyway,
I can't remember. First
map, pretty easy for Selfless. They completed it and held it. So it is going to be the second choice map, of course, for OK Face. And we'll see whether it's an OK Face. Created.
Yes.
It's American.
The history of Monopoly can be traced back to 1903. Here's a little bit of information for you guys at home. When American anti-monopolist Elizabeth J. Maggie Phillips created a game through which she hoped to be able to explain the single tax theory of Henry George. America's great.
It's so great. He's lived in Germany for 4 years.
I mean, you can't turn out a good schnitzel, you know. It's just really good.
It is. Well, we're gonna go to Oma Climans again. I need to go again.
To be fair, like okay, so schnitzel in Germany, it's like It's
like smashed up pork.
Thin pork, but deep fried.
Yeah.
And when they serve it here, it's not something like this big. It's something as big as your head. Not even kidding. It's like literally that big.
Yeah.
And it's served with like French fries or potato fries or country fries. It's
really
amazing. But you know what? That has nothing to do with this because my hungry stomach aside, we're into our next game.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry now, actually. We're talking about that. I really could do with going to Oma Climbing again.
We'll make something happen.
Yeah, I think last time we were there, we had a romantic dinner for two between me and Jason.
I can't remember what that was before. It was like before an event we were casted together.
Was it before the event we cast together, or was it before we both disappeared to do events separately? I can't remember.
Don't remember.
But I hadn't been there before, and you hadn't been there in ages, so we were just like, let's do it. Let's do it. It was just a random Saturday, wasn't it?
So good.
It's in the main pub area as well.
Yeah, like a nice lemon to spritz on top too.
Yeah.
Brings out the flavor of the deep fried fat.
Oh god, I'm hungry. Okay, let's talk about Hollywood. Let's talk about Hollywood instead. Of course, let's have a look. It's going to be OK Face. They couldn't cap out the opening point on them, Barney, and well, they might have the same problems here. We'll see. And of course, it's going to be Lerma on the McCree. Sado's going to stick to his Diva once again. Epps is going to be on Zenyatta once again. Dot Silent on Reaper once again. Nick on Lucio again. And Sizgi. I never actually figured out how to say it. So it could be the Polish.
Sizgi.
In which case it'd be Sizgi.
Polish? This is American. Slash Canadian slash South American.
There's a lot of Poles that have gone over to America. They could be a Polish name.
I think it's Syzygy. Or Syzygy.
Syzygy.
Anyways, Selfless on the attack now. Going for the triple support attack yet again.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's interesting to see how the teams have adapted. Obviously, they've only had a day to try and adapt to the Monopoly.
I'm sorry, okay. Just because every single space on Monopoly board is American does not mean it's necessarily American, because there's a German version of it that have German places. Same with probably England.
Well, no, there's definitely English, yeah.
So there you go. Jeez, more you know, people.
We'll get to it in a moment. I want to find out what the high area is. I guess it was probably Broadway.
Yeah, Broadway and Park Place.
There we go, of course. Yep. It's Park Lane and Mayfair in the UK.
So there you go. Yeah. So yeah, we do see the initial attack actually happening. It looks like Selfless are actually doing relatively well. Nick going to be dropped. Lerma is one of the last few remaining people who just respawned back in. And just as we started this game, just as quickly as we started the game, Selfless have actually captured the first point.
Who's Duggan? Duggan, by the way, because it's Duggan Commissary. Where are you looking? Commissary. It says on the back there.
What?
Oh, I can't.
Right click?
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering whether I should actually show the action. I'll go to that.
Well, there's no action right now.
Who is Dugan? Commissary. I mean, it's Goldshire Studios, so I'm guessing it's like a Warcraft-y type thing.
I used all my luck on guessing that Monopoly was American. I don't want to try to test it anymore.
Don't want to go any further. Probably something American. I mean, everything's American these days.
Except when it's made in China.
That's very true. Let's not go down Donald Trump territory. Let's not do that. It's enough of that on Twitch as it is.
I said China, not Mexico.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, Selfless, they do have 3 ults ready. They have the Transcendence, they have the Deadeye, and they have a Winston right in front of them who gets flashbang, earth-shattered, then charged away. Juvenile will go down to Sato, though, who's actually able to stay alive for the most part, but these Orbs of Discords are being placed on really key targets at the right time.
I mean, is that payload a Chevy? That's the question. Self-destruct comes round, and they're going to get cleared out. Sato picks himself up a double with the self-destruct, but it ain't over yet. Transcendency comes out. They're going to push back in. Robbie Weir's got the Transcendency on.
And Juvenile still able to just swat away like flies, keeping Nick away from the actual payload.
So
Sato,
sorry, I was just going to say, that was literally the 3-man support in action. It's like they thought they cleared him out. Obviously, the res can come through. Down the Transcendency backs it up, and it's just like, you cannot clear that.
And sound barrier on top if they need it. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, with the changes to Zenyatta, the amount of damage he does, he's basically a DPS player who can also heal. So it's really tricky to beat this triple comp. Actually, Anna would be pretty decent against it since you can stop them from being able to heal, but she's banned out from the qualifiers. Yeah,
just been released. Never know what the hell's going to happen there. Lots of sprays on this VIP car, I noticed, coming down. Lots of sprays from Selfless. I don't know if they're all Selfless, actually. But at the moment, the payload is going to get cleared, and it will hit its second marker with fairly relative ease. They got held up that once. There was 1 res used, but you can see they're going to keep on pushing through, and ulti count-wise, very much in the favor of Selfless.
Yeah, we're only 3 minutes into. We're just about to hit the 3-minute mark. And Emong is just not being punished, able to push through. Again, they have 5 ultimates ready to go. Michael's the only one without his self-destruct ready. It's going to be hard to defend this. Like, yeah, they're going to have Transcendence soon, so Epps now has it, which is going to be big. For them to defend this, but they have they have 2 tanks. They have Zarya and Diva, but not really like a main tank, like a Winston, like a Reinhardt, sorry. And with no shields to really hide behind, this Deadeye is going to do work.
That's absolutely. There's just nothing see what this Bastion's going to be able to do. It's kind of like the last chance saloon for them, I feel. And Eps's Transcendency. It's going to try and do something. Yeah, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, dear, dear. That's just about the combo they didn't want to see. And that's what we were talking about, the fact that there was no Reinhardt shield. There's nothing to stop the Earth Shatter coming in. And Emong just picks himself up kill after kill. And that was a very quick and easy time. 3:45.
That was dirty.
That's fast, man.
I mean, a Transcendence is great and all, but it's not going to stop a Deadeye. It literally...
well, Earthshatter Deadeye.
There's one way you can stop a Deadeye with Zenyatta. If you send right in front of the McCree, then you soak every bullet.
Yeah.
Every bullet hits you, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
And you 300% heal through it.
Well, no, because he's immune.
Right.
You can't do any damage to him when he's ulting. So if you stand in front of the McCree, all 6 bullets hit you.
But do they hit him or pass through him?
They should hit him. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure they should hit him, but I could be wrong. But I remember seeing tons of times big tanky targets standing in front of him just to make sure he doesn't hit. What?
Wonder what you were about to say then.
Big tanky targets.
That's all right. That's good. I'm glad you went
What do you
there.
think I was going to say?
I don't know, man. I'm just going to leave it out there. Leave it out there for the crowd to decide. Let's talk about the defensive side of Selfless. So Michael going to be starting out on the Zarya. Sakari's going to be on the Mercy. You just got it.
They're set. No. I'm just saying, laughing because they're set in their ways. Triple tank on defense, triple support on attack.
Well, it worked. It worked in the last game.
I wonder how it's going to work against a team like Envious or Cloud9.
Yeah, okay.
But it's working for them right now.
Well,
so.
I mean, we said the same when obviously we were following Luminosity. That were doing the double Zarya, double
Hanzo, yeah.
Hanzo, and it was like, yeah, it works obviously against the lesser team, so that's why they were doing it, but not necessarily every team. Well, they may be the same here. They may adapt and do something different, but at the moment, we're saying Lerma possibly starting on the Widowmaker here. We haven't seen a Widowmaker all night. Be interested to see how that works out. Michael, what are you doing down here?
Some landscaping.
Off he goes. Wonder maybe get his shield built up early.
Can't.
No. Well, I know.
I mean, yeah,
as in, like, shoot me, please, shoot me, shoot me.
I don't think his balls are that big. I wouldn't. There's no way you should. I don't know. I mean, maybe they're that confident, but either way, they're backing up. Lerma is sticking to the Widowmaker, so he's looking for an early shot. Can use the grappling hook on the high ground. Looks for Rob Wiz. Missed the shot, unfortunately. And when you're playing Widow, you can't really afford to miss these shots.
Well, the question is, will they be ready for the Widow? Now they realize, there we go, there we go. Michael gets popped down. So that's a good start, but unfortunately, Emong is still alive and gets himself a couple more left clicks, and he's going to continue to chase this one. Oh, we might get Nick as well. Nick manages to get the heal though from Epps, and they will back away. So get themselves the triple kill there. But he does manage to work, so he gets the one shot, but it was more Sakari he could have done with getting, which he could see he was aiming at.
Yeah, it's just... again, if you're going to play Widow in this position, you need to be really confident to hit these shots. His entire team's on the point. He's not being attacked at all, which is a good sign. But if he's not catching the shots off the back of this, then you're really not getting anything out of it.
Well, they have managed to get themselves a double kill there. Michael does react, though. Dak's been taken down. There's the Transcendency coming out from both teams, but Emong continues to get kill after kill. It has been finally taken down by Lerma there, though. Gets himself the one on Sakari as well before he gets the res off, and they may well be able to cap the points out here. Rob Wiz is trying to dodge, duck, and weave, keep himself away from this one, but he's keeping the point alive, along with Michael, and now the rest of the team return.
And if the rest of the support gets here to keep him healed up, to keep the rest of the team healed up, this is where things get really dangerous for OKFace, who need to capture the point now. We're a minute and a half in. 3:44 is the time to beat for them. They don't have time to mess around. Finally, Emong's going to be here to help defend this point. He has a Deadeye available, but he's not using it just yet. He's looking for Nick. The Gravity Surge is going to come through. The shield's going to be up to block a lot of this damage, but will he turn?
Well, no, it's just going to get caught out. Could have done with somebody distracting, forcing that shield to switch, so he doesn't get anything from the Deadeye, but Dak and Rob Wiz do. That's a Earth Shatter coming through, but next to no follow-up, so it was a wasteful Earth Shatter. And you can see the self-destruct. They should all just scatter and glare, but he didn't get away from it. He got caught out by the 3-second rule instead of the 4.
And even Dahak using his self-destruct as well, just to force them away from the point. Oh, sorry, he's getting back in towards his mech. Sorry, it was hard to read from just the UI alone. But Juvenile has Earth Shatter, ends up popping it down as well. But Dotson off to the side on D.Va is trying to do some work here. He's almost about to have his mech available to him yet again. He's gonna get it up. He's basically on low and on point though, with Rob Wiz there to help punish him. And now we're 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. They have a minute, like just over a minute to finish the entire map. Not only capture the point, but finish the entire map. And I don't even think it's possible anymore.
No, I'm not sure they're going to get the first point, to be honest. The way this is working, Emong's going aggressive. You can see they're pushing around the side there. Gets himself another couple of kills. And this is what I was concerned about, actually, more than anything.
Charge
that
shield, charge shield.
Should work out. Oh, just try and block out instead. But what I was worried about is the fact that, yes, he's running a Widowmaker, but with the increased McCree, it's kind of giving him shots. I mean, he can, if he's got the target, you know, if he's good enough, he can basically snipe them out.
McCree's a better Widowmaker.
Yeah.
At the moment.
That's basically what it is.
It is. It is. It's sad, but it's true. So I don't really think we're going to see too much Widowmaker. It comes down to the extreme ranges. Like long range, he still does same damage now, or like normal damage, whether or not they were close or far.
There's no maps that give extreme range.
Like King's Row is like starting King's Row is what I can think of, and that's basically it here. Robwiz isn't even near the point just yet, as we're going to have Epps use his Transcendence, Syzygy, able to finally take down to Hack, but we're 3 minutes and 30 seconds in. There's actually no way they can win anymore, so the game's over, and Selfless are up 2-0.
Yeah, that's another downside of the fact that D.Va's back in the game. You can see Syzygy trying to get his ulti off there, the McCree ulti. Instead, he had a D.Va in his face with a defense matrix up the whole time, just like, what's up, what's up, what's up, go on, fire, fire, dare you. I dare you to fire. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. Selfless will take this game. There's only 7 seconds for them to get onto the point. It doesn't matter. Time is totally against them anyway. 3 seconds are up, and that is GG, as OKFace cannot cap out the point on both Numbani or Hollywood. Congratulations to Selfless. They are through to the next round.
For some reason, I thought this was a best of 5. I didn't realize it's actually best of 3 anymore. So they do take it 2-0.
Yeah, it's actually the second 2-0 we've had tonight. But that was much better. This was obviously the ulti paired with the Earth Shatter. It just couldn't really get any easier. It's kind of set up for him. Solid stuff. Easy stuff. So they will go through to tomorrow's round of 8. Of course, we're going to be doing all the quarterfinals back to back to back, as we have done all the way through the tournament. If you've missed it all, well, you missed out on some cracking games so far. We're going to be starting off at 9 p.m. Central European Summer Time. That is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard and 12 p.m. Pacific. You're going to want to join us for that, because there are going to be some cracking games tomorrow. The top tier teams are out the way, and in comes the real slugfest. These are the games I'm actually looking forward to, the juicy matches that can go anyway. And
speaking of the matches, let's take a look at them real quickly for you guys who are wondering what's coming up tomorrow. We've got One Shot up against Rise Nation. We got Sodapop up against Paragon, who actually was able to beat Kingsman, which is the team we thought would make it through.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
We have Ono up against SR1. The winner of that will play against the winner of Cafe versus Colorado Clutch. And then down towards the bottom, Kids Next Door up against Elevate. Winner of that game goes on to play against Selfless.
Yeah.
So some good games. Definitely some good games tomorrow.
Yeah, some very good games. I think it's going to be a fun night. Of course, it is all best of 5 tomorrow as well. Myself, Jason, and I believe Mitch will be back with us for that one.
For best of 5s.
Hopefully it will be, because it could be a long night. But join us for that one. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.